With over 190 countries in the world, why are there only 12 that maintain the oldest legal drinking age of 21 years old? As you can see on the map, there's the dark blue is the countries that have 21 years for drinking age, and it's very little around the world. Everyone else is under 21. Drinking ages around the world average between 16 and 19 years old, while the U.S. maintains its federal regulation from 1984 with the National Minimum Drinking Age Act went into effect. This out-of-date act has yet to be reviewed in accordance with our modern era and other federal age limits permitting things like voting, joining the military, and being tried as a legal adult. My goal is to expose these items in more detail and address concrete contradictions that exist in current legislation. My first argument deals with the future of our country. When I turned 18, I had the right to vote for the president, my local representatives, and state bills. Question: does it make sense that I can legally vote for a bill on the drinking age if I am not even of legal age to drink? What is the logic behind the age gap? Is the assumption that I need to take an extra 3 years to mature? If that is so, then how would an 18-year-old be mature enough to vote for a bill legalizing things like marijuana? Additionally, joining the United States military is one of the biggest decisions a citizen can make. We have the freedom to choose to fight for our country when we turn 18 years old. When a man in the U.S. turns 18, he legally must enlist in the selective service or face criminal penalty. Does it make sense that a man or woman can join, fight, or protect our country, but yet is not able to be served or purchase an alcohol beverage within the same country he or she has been trained to protect? The legality of enlistment and facing adult criminal penalties for not complying creates an illusion of what being an adult in the United States really means. Lastly, a look at the legal system. When a man or woman turns 18, they are tried as an adult. For whatever crime you commit, you are considered and punished as an adult. You can go to prison for life, but when it comes to drinking alcohol, you're still not allowed to. In the U.S. today, when you turn 18, you can choose to smoke cigarettes and chew tobacco. But yet again, you are not old enough to drink. In countries that have a drinking age of lower than 21, they seem to grow up with alcohol as part of their culture, which reduces the excitement around the issue and the hype. Countries in Europe, for example, grow up with alcohol as part of their everyday life, and they are exposed to and educated about alcohol and the risks involved. According to ChooseResponsibility.org, in America, it is more common for the 18 to 20 age group to binge drink and have more alcohol-related injuries and deaths compared to European countries. If you are wondering what binge drinking means, the regular amount of alcohol in one drink is considered 12 ounces of regular beer, 5 ounces of wine, 1.5 ounces of hard liquor, and for men, binge drinking is 4 or more drinks in one day, and for binge drinking for women, 3 or more drinks in one day. As you can see in this graph, the most likely age group to binge drink in the U.S. is ages 18 to 24. This is a direct result of the lack of teaching and information about alcohol. Post-high school hype and entering college and postgraduates of college are the most prone to binge drinking. If we can expose teenagers at a younger age than 21 to the legality of drinking, they will be less likely to drink heavily during their first encounters during college. They don't seem to have the desire to drink so heavily because it is not illegal. And there is less of a rebellious attitude towards alcohol at the age group. Overall, the National Minimum Drinking Age Act of 1984 is out of touch with modern society. It creates contradictory expectations of adulthood in the United States and needs to be reviewed and brought up to the attention of our national leaders. We need to follow the lead of our allies overseas who have had a lower drinking age. And the statistics to prove that a legal drinking age of 18 will not have a negative impact on the country as a whole. Did I persuade you in my speech?
You did. There were some fundamental flaws with your speech, but the vast majority of the content was very influential in my decision making.
Did I persuade you in my speech?
No, you didn't, because I think that 18-year-olds are not mature enough to drink and that their minds are still developing and that alcohol can be harmful in their bodies. So that's why I think that the drinking age should stay 21.